What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I am tackling a very controversial subject, especially exclusively among car guys, and it's probably going to get me a lot of hate mail. And if you post this question anywhere on any of the larger Fox Body pages on like Facebook, stuff like that, then you're probably going to end up with like 1,000 comments in a day because it's controversial. So let's go. So the topic of today's video is, should you buy a car or build a car? And I touched on a little bit of this in a video I did a while back about buying a modified car. So I'm not going to get too deep into that, but the debate is that on one side, if you don't build your car yourself, then you're not a man and you're basically a weenie and not a true car guy. The other side said that you're a complete idiot for paying retail for all of the parts and spending hours and months and, sometimes years in the garage or in the shop doing, a build when you can just go write a check or go get a loan, take the car home, and life is good. You can go drive it, go enjoy it, all that other stuff. So obviously, there are two sides to that story, so let's dive in a little bit. All right, boys, so the debate, honestly, and, this video came about because of emails. I get a lot of them that, there's the common thread is people saying, should I buy a swapped Fox body or should I build one? Because, they are out there, they are for sale, people sell them, and, I'll get an email. Hey, I'm on the fence. This guy's asking 25 grand for this Coyote swap, or this guy's got this 347 stroker, twin turbo build, already got a turbo 400, whatever. And so my point is, what do you want to do with it? If it's something you just want to get in and drive, if that's what fires you up, is just going out and enjoying the car, then by all means buy it. Of course, there's going to be issues there. Just because you didn't build the car, you're never going to know exactly if everything was done right, if all the parts that are stated to be on the car are on the car. So there is that big question mark above your head. So on the flip side, if you build the car and you pay retail for the parts, unless you get jobber price from somebody, and you build it, you pay for the parts, you assemble it, the car was put together right, exactly what every part on the car, where it came from, what it, what you used, especially when you get into swaps, like what motor mounts did you use, what AC lines or brake lines, whatever, did you use. All that. There's no question mark. Should the car break? Should you need a replacement part? Should you want to change something down the road? Especially, guys, especially when you're talking about wiring. That is where it can get really hairy. One situation we had when we had the Gray Coupe, Patrick's Coyote swap out at the shop, was we didn't build that car. Somebody else built that car. And so the wiring, even though it was similar, was totally different in some respects. And so for us to, try and figure out how to get the car back running, how to get it, get it started, and figure out some other issues and gremlins the car was having, like, we basically had to take everything apart and figure out how it was wired, because there are, more than one way to skin a cat. So that's something you need to consider when you're deciding to build or buy. All right, y'all. So like I said, I'm not going to beat a dead horse with this. I did want to cover it. This is an individually based decision on what you want. If you are that technical dude, if you do like getting out and turning wrenches, then by all means build a car. So there's that. And of course there's the guy that just likes to drive it and, doesn't give a damn, and any type of repairs that he's going to have done, it's going to go to somebody else. So, you get two different types of people, two different, scenarios. Whatever works for you. Decide what you want to do. If you want to be under the hood a lot or you want to behind the wheel. It's pretty much that simple. Now, there is a caveat to that. If you do buy a modified car, you are still going to have to work on it. Just because it's done does not mean by any stretch of the imagination that you're not going to have to work on it, tweak some things. Like, you know, my car's been done for a little over a year now, and we are still like fine tuning and tweaking and, you know, fixing little things and finding little minor things here and there. And so just because it's done doesn't mean you're not gonna be working on it. All right, guys, so last and finally, I wanted to give you a quick update on the car, what has been going on with the car. I didn't really do a video about what is going on as far as all the events. This is like the busiest time of the year as far as I go, as far as my schedule goes. We've got Mustang Week, we've got Streetcar Takeover, we've got Foxtoberfest, we've got a meet and greet in Atlanta, NMRA Kentucky, all these other things. So a lot of the stuff, the projects that I want to do on this car, getting it on the track, chasing down that 11.0, has been kind of put on the back burner. So I wanted to give you a quick update on the car, what's been going on, and what's coming, because there's actually quite a bit of stuff coming. All right, guys, so the first thing, which I'm super excited about this, in Charlotte at the Mustang Owners Museum, the good guys from Cook's Headers and Exhaust approached me and, you know, said, you know, asked if this was the Road Warrior, the Foxcast Fox Body. I was like, yeah. And they said, you're running our headers. And I said, yeah. And basically what they have done is they halted production for their Coyote swap headers. They had enough complaints that people said they were having some fitment issues with them. And so they wanted to stop, go back to the drawing board and, you know, fix, you know, anything and everything they could find with their Coyote swap header design. Again, mine are on the car. We did have to do some tweaking, but they are on the car. So they do work. But long story short, the car is going back to Charlotte, and we're going to be removing the old style headers off of my car and putting on the brand new revised design Coyote swap header from Cook's. And then of course, while I'm there, we're going to be talking about, you know, the differences, where they made the changes, you know, where the improvements came from and all that. And just because they're pretty awesome guys, they're going to go ahead and do the 1 7/8, because who knows, maybe I'll get 5 horsepower out of them. But anyway, so we're going to be hooking up with the guys at Cook's to do the headers. They're going to be 1 7/8. And I also talked to them a little bit about you know, the 3-inch tailpipes, because they do full custom exhaust out the back. So we're going to throw that in the mix too. So when the car is done, and this will be before Foxtoberfest, it will have brand new headers, exhaust all the way back, and 3-inch custom, like hand-built stainless steel tailpipes. So all the guys that have been giving me all kinds of ish because the car doesn't have tails, I got you. All right, boys, so what is next for the car? Obviously, I've talked about this before. The car needs gear, and if you watch some of the track videos and you hear the car kind of go, oh, that's pretty good. If you know, you kind of hear it ramp up and then kind of bog down and then come back. Basically, what that is the car does not have enough gear to dig its way out. It's a small motor, it doesn't make a lot of torque, and you know, from everything that I talked about with the guys that run NMRA Coyote stock, if you bog a Coyote out of the hole, then you pretty much might as well just coast it out, because it's done. So, at the NMRA Kentucky event, I will be picking up a set of brand new 430 gears for the car. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're going with a man's gear. So yes, guys, Operation Full Send is in, like, it's incoming. So we're going to have the 430s, we're going to have the larger headers and exhaust with the tailpipes out the back. We are going to do torque boxes, you know, trying not to rip the car apart. Full slicks will be coming. I don't think we're going to need them though, because fall is coming. All of the, you know, the last pass we did, the best one was 739 at 95, and that was in extremely hot, humid, you know, it was July air. So we're going to be running in, you know, October air, mid to late October air. So I think we're going to be there. We're going to hit the goal, and at that point, I got to decide where we go from here. So that's pretty much the update on the car. It's right here. It's just chilling. It's not going anywhere. It needs paint. We might address that at some point, but right now I just want to go fast. So that's what's up with that. All right, boys. So as always, I appreciate all the support, everybody commenting on the videos and shooting me the emails and sending me their cars. I do my best to try and get to them. The build or buy situation, I get emails like that almost daily from individuals. So when I see a certain thread of questions, I try to address that in the video. So keep the emails coming. I do appreciate it. Lots more coming for the channel. Obviously, we're doing heads cam intake on a small block Ford. We're installing a turbo kit from On3 on a small block Ford. We are doing coyote swaps. We're drag racing, and we're going to a lot of events. Anna Marie, Kentucky, Foxtoberfest, meet and greet in Atlanta. So there's that. But if you like variety and you just like cool Fords, please give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. And guys, I will see you Friday. Later.